saw all these children and reminded me of myself, how I was roaming around like that too. They didn't have parents were there, and yet they weren't, you know. I was an orphan, that was different, but still it was on the same situation. Anyway, because of those kids, I thought about having some place where they can go and get help of some kind. So then I thought about if I gave some land to the church, Southern Baptist Church. I think we were doing the right thing, because then God led Pastor Boots and Jackie.
We came out and we walked the land, and I walked with Victoria, and I fell in love with her, of course, like everyone does, because she's such a precious, godly woman. And we got in the car, the van to come back home, and she was sitting in the seat in front of us, and she turned around and she looked at me, and her countenance was completely different than normal. And she just looked at me and she said, "You're coming, right?"
And the answer was a soft-spoken yes. We were convinced we were coming, but how do you really answer our elder and the one whose vision this had started out years before? So we just said yes, and that was scary.
And all of a sudden my mouth opened and someone spoke on my behalf and said yes. And I don't know where that came from, because that was not my plan.
But what I wanted was a church for the people to come to where they could meet, know Jesus, and grow from there. And their kids, it will affect their children, because not only in church but at home is where they live. That's where the parents could change. It will affect the children too. Or the children will come here and go home and affect their parents, either way.
So everything all the red flags that I had set up in my mind were there. And also I had this tape playing in my brain 24/7 that says, "To whom much is given, much is required." And so then, you know, the Lord and I had an argument over that one too. Because I said one day, I got sick of hearing it. And I said, "I hear you, and I still don't want to go." So then I heard, "You've never asked me anything in prayer for your family that I haven't given you, and I'm asking you to do this one thing." So I didn't want to have the discussion when I got to heaven about why I kept my husband from doing what I believed the Lord was leading him to do. So I came, but I came kicking and screaming, which is my way, mostly. But the God, the God of my understanding loves me anyway. He doesn't care if I'm happy about it. Mm-hmm. And that's when I realized that you do not have to be in agreement to be obedient. You just have to get your walking shoes on and put one foot in front of the other and go.
The help first is through prayer and continuing to join the Lord in intercession for us, for the people of all ages here. And a second area is to continue to physically come here and to let this part of the dream of those who come be helped and brought to fruition, and encourage the people that there are those who care, and there is no condition to the love or to the gifts, and everything that we do is just in Jesus' name. And so that would be a support to the people, and as well to those whose dream with the WMU of Virginia to let their vision come to pass.
When you come, You are God to these kids. You are God's representative. You're His hands and feet on the ground. It's a big thing that we do, that you do when you come. And you're tired, and, we're tired, and, because we're just operating out of our humanness. But God never gets tired, and I think that's why He's sending so many, so we don't get worn out.
The way it is going, that I'm confident that it is going to grow, and that there will be more people coming, and children will get saved. That's my dream for this place. And then they will be true standing rocks.
So we're just looking for God's people to continue to come here and serve. The whole reservation has been impacted in the story of Standing Rock, that the rock is not only the woman who was left behind, but represented the child on her back beside her. And that's part of the great vision of all of us, and for the tribe, really, to the children. And so it's warp and hoof of everything that the child is a part, even back to the story of Standing Rock.
Mostly I want to thank you for coming, and that's giving me my hope and everything. It's giving me encouragement. It's telling me that we're on the right track for the Lord, when so many people are getting involved with this mission. And for Pastor Boots and Jackie, most of all. They're here every day. They've been here, and I just appreciate them too. And I thank God for them. I pray for them all the time.
Maybe even after we're dead and the church is gone and in ruin and the grass is taken, the prairie has reclaimed this hill, I call it. Those kids will drive by in the car with their family, and they'll say, "Do you remember Pastor Boots and Jackie? They loved us real good." And that's what Christ was about anyway. He was about love. He said the greatest of these is love. And if we could show these children the love of Christ, then our job is done. It's not about doctrine. It's not about which church is right and which church is wrong. It's about living the love of Christ.